Alright. Make sure I'm live here. Okay. Alright then. So it seems like I'm live now, so hello everyone, this is Gabby Cat here, and right now I'm playing Risk of Rain 2 while I'll tell you guys some stories. And I will say this for this, I am gonna go after Huntress and whatnot, and you know, kill some monsters pretty much. I have not played Risk of Rain of the channel, at least not that I'm aware of, so yeah. But anyways, I do want to know how you guys have been. It's been a long time since I streamed, and I haven't like been around much, like, and so, and yeah, I just want to know how you all are doing. And well, if anything, I've just been in and out because you know, real life happens to take over, and you can't really. I died? Really? Okay, that was... Okay, I'm gonna try again. But yeah. How y'all doing? Just, like I said, real life has been, you know, has been getting to me, and I need to take care of some stuff. And I will say this, I don't know if I will stream this week or not. I am not exactly positive, to be honest with you. But anyways, Happy New Year to everybody, and you know, I hope you guys have you know, like, I've had a good New Year's and good New Year, and you know, say goodbye to 2022 and hello 2023. Let's hope it's a better year for everyone. But anyways, I'm gonna be a little quiet because it's kind of late, and like, just hope I don't die here. But yeah, I am very close to death. But anyways, I will tell you guys like a bit of stories that happen here and there involving like some people who are fake, and they're not, and I'm not going to reveal actual names. I will use like different names for them because, well, you know, out of respect for them, I don't want to like really, you know, use their names, and then yeah, it's pretty much for their sake. But anyways, the story is going to be about fake friends, and how, you know, and how you should never trust people who are toxic, pretty much. And you know, in this day and age, everybody goes like, oh, I want a toxic boyfriend, or oh, I want a toxic girlfriend. I really don't think that you should be looking for that in a person, but to each their own, I guess, because, you know, it's like, you know, it's whatever everybody's into, pretty much. But yeah, so let's see. So the story I'm going to tell is the story of this girl I knew. Let's just call her Brittany. And like, and so, okay, so I will tell the story here about Brittany. So me and her we're friends since we were kids. We were like in a way, like, I felt like we were inseparable, at least to me, because I was just a little kid and I wanted friends. So like, and if you're wondering why I'm bringing up like back then, well, it's because it's relevant to now. So So yeah, me and her used to be friends back then, and you know, let's just say that like she wasn't really a good friend to me back then. I still stuck around her because she was basically one of the only friends I had. Well, her and this other girl, let's just call her, try to think of a name. The only name I could think of that starts with R is Rebecca. Let's just call her Rebecca. So I used to be friends with her and Rebecca, but I lost in contact with Rebecca after some time, and I never really talked to her since. The only one I ever really talked to is Brittany, and so me and Brittany became really close when we were little, when we were in I really did forget which grade it was. Probably 4th, I would say. But I remember that I was either 11 or 12 years old. She was like a year or two younger than me, so yeah. Or I should say, wait, she is a year or two younger. What am I saying? Okay, so getting to the point, she was a year or two younger than me, and let's just say that this girl was not indeed a good friend. In fact, she was a little shit. And you know, and I know what you're all gonna say. Oh, you can't say the word shit on like in your stream. Well, this is my stream, and if anything, everybody's just being too sensitive. And another thing about this too is that I'm kind of sick of people being offended on here, like so easily, to the point where anything just offends them. But I'm not gonna get started on that. Back to the story. Like we were like friends back then, and I thought we were inseparable. But then it's like this new friend came in, and I honestly thought she was the reason why me and her were not friends anymore. Boy, was I wrong. Cause I felt like after we met this new friend, that it was, I thought that was the reason why why me and her stopped being friends. I literally thought that. But not, that really wasn't the reason. And so there was a lot of things back then I didn't know about her and her family, but boy, let me tell you, her family was not, I would say not well in the head, kinda, because yeah, you could probably tell where this is going, but it's okay. So, but you know, like nothing happened to me the times I went over to her house. Thank God nothing happened, because it's like I swear something could have happened, but luckily it didn't. I'm really just fortunate enough nothing did. But yeah, okay, so we couldn't contact after like some time, like and whatnot, and I thought it was because me and this other new friend got into a fight, and she didn't tell me sorry right to my face. So I literally just thought she took Brittany away from me, and I was really upset for a while. And I was getting over it. I really was. Like, as soon as I got into into more of like my teen years, more into my adult years. And then guess who messages me? Brittany. She messages me and she goes like, "Oh, hey, this is Brittany. It's been so long, yada yada yada," and like she said, we should catch up and stuff. And at first I was hesitant because I really thought that she didn't want to be around me and whatnot, like because of that incident, or she just didn't like me. I literally thought that, but yeah, it's somehow she found me. Like, she did find me through Facebook when I, like, when, you know, I still kind of used it. So there's the story there with that. But yeah, so we did meet up, and I really did think that she matured over the years. I at least thought that. But little did I know, she didn't mature. Because she only looked like she matured. She only looked like she, you know, has grown up. But her actions say otherwise. Like, cause you know, me and her would just be laughing, talking, catching up, and she would give me some good to decent advice. But now that I think about it, like and whatnot, like she kind of did criticize me like some of the time when I was hanging out with her, and there were times where she did things that I didn't like, and she thought that it was me trying to censor her, but no, it's just watching what you say towards people. That's just, sometimes you have to do that, and like, and so, but you know, not saying that I am too sensitive to things, but if you say something that just straight up offends the person, making them feel less, then you know, then those aren't really friends. A friend doesn't make you feel low. A friend lifts you up. And you know, she was kind of like doing that, and she was claiming that it was humor and whatnot. It's not humor if you offend somebody. And there would be times where like she would say things to me, but she would never say it in front of other people. That's the thing that I caught on to. And there would be times where she would only be nice if other people were around. And so literally, I thought that she has changed, and she did line me up like with, you know, with the job, and then she gave me crap about it. Like, isn't that the most effed up thing you've heard? I should say fucked up, because I said that the video was gonna be offensive, but anyways, it's like, and I did so much to help this girl out, like herself, the best way I could, and yet I still got, you know, the wrong end of the stick, just because, well, and I died. What in the ever-loving heck? Okay, so I need to switch a different character than if I don't think I can handle it in difficulty. But give me a moment, I'll be right back, folks. Alright, I'm back. And you know, continuing on with the story. So yeah. So Brittany, like I thought she changed, but turns out she really didn't. Like, and the job that she helped me get was, you know, I worked for her. I'm not gonna say exactly what it is, but you know, I worked for her. Like, I helped her out, like I did everything I could for her. And you know, let me just say, every time I did something for her, it just seemed like it wasn't good enough, no matter how hard I tried. Like it's like it's never enough for that girl. It was never enough. So yeah, and then the sad thing is too, is that like she thinks that I'm always slow when I do my job. I'm not always slow. Like I was like, if anything, I was speeding up. I was and it's funny because either I do my job right, where it's like I get everything done perfectly, but I'm a little slow at it because you know, in order for some things to be done, you gotta take your time. And so yeah, so in a way it was like if she wanted things to be done correctly, she shouldn't have rushed me. And I get it. There is a certain, you know, certain time limit, but either I get things done quickly and you know, she's happy and I get to go home a little early because of it, or I don't get it done, and and she complains about it because it's not done. It's like I really don't know, like this, like that girl is just so, I never understood her, but it's like she became at least more bitter towards me because of stuff that has happened to her. And let me just tell you this everyone. You don't need to stick with a friend that treats you bad just because you feel bad about what's happening to them, or just because something happens to them. Like, you know, like even if they are disabled, like you shouldn't let, it doesn't mean that they have the right to treat you the way that they do. Like respect goes both ways, or either way, and it's like either you want the respect or you don't want the respect. And you know, so she was being real disrespectful, and the funny thing was that there was at least a time I did a simple little mistake, and she got mad at me for it. Like, she got like so mad, and I felt like all I could do was cry, because well, it was just a little mistake and we all make them, and she had the nerve to yell at me, not even caring about how it made me feel, even though it was just one freaking accident. I learned people make mistakes, and you know, I learned that day not to do that. And 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 so yeah, after that day and whatnot, after that day and after the day, and I kid you not, there was a day like where she made fun of me, literally calling me a child, saying if you want your mom to take care of you the rest of your life, I'll just tell her straight to her face that she could do that. And I looked at her like, wow, really? You're really gonna be like that? You really think I'm that useless as a freaking person? Like, I know myself that I am not useless. Like, and you know, the utter disrespect, like, that she gave me. It's like, cause I will be upfront. Yeah, I do have some things wrong with me, but you don't need to take it so far as to say, oh, I'm gonna get your mom involved and stuff like that. I will admit that I am not perfect. Nobody in this world is perfect. Like to you, like if that special someone is perfect, that's fine. But nobody in this world is actually perfect. That's just how it is. And the sad thing is, I will say this, her two friends didn't really do nothing. Like, and I was friends with them, and I was friends with them for a bit. Like I was cool with Brittany's friends. No ill will, no nothing. But the thing I didn't like about them was that, you know, of course they're gonna take her side because they've been friends with her the longest. But I'm going to tell you all this. Would you just like even if you knew the person for so long, would you be their little henchman and not tell them that they were in the wrong? At least give them some advice? Because I wouldn't. Like, you know, of course, you stick by your friend through it all and whatnot. Like, the ones you knew for a long time. But eventually there is a limit to that. And I will tell you, her friends are really nice. I really did like them. But, you know, they're not exactly my friends and whatnot. At least not anymore. And I do feel bad for them. Because they're being Brittany's little minions. Like and whatnot. Like, as soon as I blocked Brittany, none of them asked what's wrong, none of them did anything. Even when I left the group chat. That just means that Brittany said, oh, block her, or oh, this and that, like, and so, and you know, like, telling them, like stories that are not true. Like, seriously. Like, this girl made me pay $480 for a freaking trunk to get pried open. Cause, you know, and this was an accident, mind you. Like, an accident that I didn't need to do. And of course, this was a one-time thing. And whatnot. And you know, I locked her keys in the back of the trunk by accident. You know, that was an accident. But since it was an old car, there was no other way of getting it back instead of, you know, having the key. So it was pretty much key operated, so she was pretty much fucked at that point. We had to call like a locksmith or something. And I literally had to dig into my savings just so that I could pay it off. And I got so upset because the money that was in the savings account was the exact same money Scourge gave me. And that's really what made me tick. That's really what drew the line there. Like, I swear to you. Like, that's what broke the camel's back. And I will say this. Like, at the time, I did not know that I was screwed over. I really did not know. I did not know that you weren't supposed to pay that much to have the trunk pried open and whatnot. Until my own brother told me that I got screwed over. And that's really what ruined it for me. I couldn't, after that day, I didn't even feel like eating. I didn't feel like doing nothing. Cause like, I worked hard for at least some of the money in that savings account. And it's like, I even told myself that I would at least keep putting money into that savings account. And I did, only for it to get freaking taken out of. And the thing is, I could have just left Brittany there in the freaking cold and told her to pay it herself. But I had too much of a kind heart, and I felt like it was my fault, so I did it. And yeah, it was my fault. But yet, it shouldn't cost that much to pry a freaking trunk door open. And when I tell you I was upset that day, I was just literally upset. Didn't want to move. Nothing. But I will say this. Scourge sent me more money, and I'll say this. Like, he is an angel. I feel like he deserves the world right now. Because if it wasn't for him, I still wouldn't have some of the money I have today. But anyways, that's the story about Brittany. And I wouldn't be surprised if she's talking shit about me. I wouldn't be surprised if she's making a post about me right now, saying, oh, don't follow this person, or oh, don't subscribe to their YouTube, or something like that. I would not be surprised. Because if anything, like she believes in what her dollar store therapist says. And yes, you heard me right, I said dollar store. Because their therapists don't even make any sense. They're not even that wise. Or they're not even wise. And she says, oh, my therapist doesn't bullshit me. Yeah, they do. Because if they really didn't, let me just tell you this. Like, they wouldn't be saying shit out of their ass and trying to get a quick fuck out of you. And then go like, okay, session is over. We figured out what was wrong with you. When literally the stuff they should have had, what they should have, really, they should have, like, if anything at that point, it feels like as if they're just bullshitting you, because at that point, A real therapist would actually know what's wrong with you and would actually tell you, yeah, you got issues. But this therapist didn't even say that towards Brittany. Like, freaking garbage therapist. And I will tell you this, like, my brother's not even a therapist, and he's wiser than them. He knows what's up. And so yeah. So that is one story. That is the story of Brittany. Little bitchy white girl that really can't keep her mouth shut and pretends to be, and actually pretends that she's bi. She's not even bi. If anything, she's probably still is. She probably still is, you know, is a lesbian, but wants to see where the relationship with one of her friends goes. And I'm going to say this, that is just horrible on so many levels. I wouldn't use a person like that. It's like, yeah, you could see where it goes for like a week, I guess, or at least 3 days, or maybe just even a week, but no longer than that. It's like, if you don't have feelings for the person, if you can't see yourself together or having a future, then don't waste their time. Yeah, I died. I knew I wasn't gonna survive. But yeah, Brittany is just the worst. And I feel like, if anything, she's probably a self-hating lesbian and whatnot. And you know, it's just, she gives me a real freaking headache, I swear. But yeah, like I said, the thing with Brittany, she just pretends to be nice to me, or so. Like, she changes her attitude when we're near people at church, when we're near her friends. Like, she fakes everything. She fakes it. And you know, she's toxic. She doesn't want to admit that she's toxic. She doesn't want to admit that she's in the wrong. That's also another thing about her. She never wants to admit she's in the wrong. And I don't know about you guys, but I can't stand people like that. And you know, it's like she's never wrong. But you know, like it is funny because she does say like, oh, I admit I'm in the wrong. Do you though? You clearly don't if you treat people like this. But yeah, so enough about Brittany. There is another story I will want to mention, that that this person is also a fake friend, because you know, let me ask you all this question. Like, how many of you guys would choose your boyfriend over the friend you knew for 7 years? Your best friend, your bestie, like the person you grew up with, like ever since. Like, would you? I don't think you either of you would. But this happened to my best friend recently, and I felt so bad. I really did. Cause honestly, I feel like nobody should be treated like this, and this shouldn't happen to anybody. And whatnot. But what happened was that my friend, well, I would say let's just call my friend Angie, and let's, like, my best friend Angie, and let's just call the other one Kathy. So Angie was best friends with Kathy throughout elementary school. Like, Angie did not meet me until middle school, and all through the years, it turns out that Kathy never liked me, and you know, I didn't know that she didn't like me. That was the thing. But I was always being nice to her. I was always being friendly, and I did what I was trying to do to cheer her up. And it seemed like it just seemed like she still didn't like me. And I didn't know why. Cause honestly, you know, I am a nice person, and it's like maybe she thought because I was too overly friendly that I was like, well, I wouldn't say too overly friendly, or that I was friendly to the point where it seemed like I was hiding something, or it seemed like I was, like, you know, like, I don't know what the heck she thinks I was hiding, but I wasn't hiding nothing. Like, she probably thought I was secretly mean or secretly evil, like or something. Maybe. I had no idea what beef this girl had to me. I really don't know. But apparently she just didn't like me for whatever reason. And yeah, but then I figured out the reason she didn't like me was because I was friends with Angie. And it's like, so she was getting jealous that me and her, like, talked a lot more, and that me and her got along, were getting along and whatnot. And she was hoping that me and Angie would, you know, fight and possibly never speak to each other again. Like, that didn't happen because, well, you know, like I really had no intentions of being mean to Angie. I had no, like I didn't like, you know, I was just nice to both of them, and I was hoping that, you know, that we would all just be friends. But Kathy didn't, you know, just wasn't having it. Even though we tried involving her into our conversations, we tried everything to make her more involved in the friendship. Yet she still just didn't like me. And you know, and of course, there is a saying going around, not everybody's gonna like you. But the only reason why I even made things up with her was for Angie. Because she didn't like us fighting. She didn't like that, you know, we weren't getting along, and you know, it did pretty much upset her. And you know, like, I did care about Kathy. Like, I even tried explaining to her. I shed tears and whatnot, saying that I, you know, that I want to be friends and make things up with her. Like, this happened like possibly 3 or 4 times, and still I got treated like shit. And yep, I died. And so what went on with that was that I'm gonna play as the bandit, why not? So yeah, so what ended up happening was, you know, even though there were times where I did make things up with her as a friend, for some reason she just never liked me. And so I was thinking, what am I doing to make her not like me? What is it that I'm doing? But then Angie said something that just doesn't make any sense, because we are all weird. And I will say this, and I'll say this too, like Angie and I are weird. And Angie has like this sense of humor of where she says random inappropriate things and we laugh. And it's funny because Kathy also laughs at it. But then what ends up happening is that when I just make a joke, she just goes like like she doesn't even really laugh. Like Angie dies of laughter, but Kathy doesn't. And I'm just wondering, did I make a bad joke? Is it like, did I offend her? Like, because I never really like offending people. And it's funny when I said this, because it's funny as I'm saying this, because, you know, because we tend to make fun of Tannis all the time, but that's a whole different thing, because, well, we all know he could handle it, and he's pretty much somewhat the Meg of the group, but he's also the funny one. But anyways, like, going back onto the topic of this, like, so yeah, like, when, like, there was even a time where Kathy was crying and I tried hugging her, but she tried to get me to stop hugging her and whatnot. And she didn't even make this clear to me, because like before, that she didn't like being touched. If I would have known that from the beginning, I would not have even touched her by hugging her. And because, you know, I wanted to be a good friend, I wanted to cheer her up, and I wanted to at least you know, comfort her like a good friend should. But no, apparently she didn't even tell me she didn't like being touched, and she didn't say that I had to earn her trust. Like, when we reunited, she said something like, but next time please don't hug me, I don't like being touched, you're gonna have to earn my trust. And I kind of just thought that was kind of a load of bull, considering that I've just been nothing but nice to her, and the only reasons why I even insulted her was because, like, it was because she kept getting her mom involved in the freaking conflicts, and she keeps like going like, I don't like you and stuff like that, and that's the reason why I said what I said. And you know, of course, I feel bad when people cry, but now when she did that, when she cried over and over again, I just see him as crocodile tears, like, oh, pity me, I'm the victim. Like, no, you're not the victim, you're the freaking problem. Like, if anything, like, she should have owned up to, like, to her actions and to her own problems, but she didn't. Like, she cried out of freaking pity, and I was not having it. Like, it's funny, because she let Angie hug her. She doesn't even let me hug her. And it's like, I get it, you knew her for so long, but geez, at least, because I didn't know her like at least like somewhat as long as Angie did, but Angie knew her longer, and so I thought I gained her trust, but apparently I did not. And you know, it's just, you know, it just messed up on how, you know, one-sided this all is. And so yeah, I and I will say this, until just recently, like when me and my friend Angie were walking to Walmart and whatnot. We were walking there because Angie needed well new stuff, like girly things, like you know, like makeup, lipstick, all that stuff. Like we were walking there and we were talking about Kathy, and I even said to Kathy, well, not to Kathy, but I even said to Angie, why do I get the feeling that Kathy just still doesn't like me and whatnot? And it's funny because this was also a time where you know, I thought we were friends again, but then just recently, like, it's funny because I predicted it. I predicted that this happened, that she still doesn't like me, and so just recently, what happened was that Kathy texted Angie saying, hey, we need to talk. I feel like I don't have trust in you anymore. I don't have trust in you anymore. And Angie just wanted to know why. Like why is that? And then she said something like, I feel like you replaced me as a best friend. And it's like, and Angie said that she didn't do that, and that, you know, she doesn't pick favorites. And because you know, Angie doesn't pick favorites. You don't choose your favorite friend out of, like you don't choose your favorite. Or you shouldn't have a favorite when it comes to either of your best friends. At least in my opinion, that is. And so she clearly thinks that, that Angie favors me. And she doesn't hang out with me because she favors me. It's just that we relate so much, and we're just really good friends. And you know, we've been there for each other throughout everything. Like even throughout the most BS things that have happened and whatnot. Like, we've been through it. And Kathy had the nerve to say that. And mind you, Kathy knew. She knew that she's no longer here with us, and she complains about that. If she was here, then Angie would have hanged out with her more. But no, and that's why, and that is why Angie hangs out with me. She hangs out with me, and like, and whatnot, because, you know, it's like we even talked about how much we miss her, and that still doesn't seem to be enough, apparently. Like, and how we wish that she was there. But yeah, it's not enough in her eyes, and so yeah, it's like I don't know what she expects us to do, because it's not like she's in the area and we don't ask her to hang out. No, that is not the case. like, she moved away. What did she expect us to do? Fly over there? Or at least her to fly over there to visit her? No. Like if anything, if anything, it does cost money to even think of getting a plane ticket over to where she's at. And another thing too is that well, she has work, and one other thing with this is that where the heck is she gonna stay? Is she gonna stay in Kathy's house, or is she gonna stay in a hotel? It's like, you know, it's stuff you all need to think about while planning a trip. Like, you need to figure out where you're going to stay. You need to see how much the plane ticket costs and how long the flight is. And you need to make sure you're not going to miss your flight. And it's like, you know, you really need to figure out, like, you know, your own situations before doing all this. Which Kathy does not understand it. Why do I always die in like the first level? I thought the bandit was good enough for this. Let me see. I'm gonna try this guy. Is this the same map? Please don't. The same map. Great. I don't even have a pod. That's weird. But yeah. But yeah, it's like so bottom line here is that Kathy is jealous of me still. And the more ridiculous thing that has happened is that she agreed with what her boyfriend said, or I should say her ex now, because they broke up. But anyways, that's karma for you. But if anything, what ended up happening was that and let me just tell you this, like, when this happened, she got back together with her ex, which is her ex now, because they're not together anymore. So pretty much it's like they got back together only to break up again. And it's like when me and Angie found out about that, we actually started laughing, because, you know, we didn't expect karma to bite them in the ass that quickly. We did not expect that, but it did. And you know, now they're both single. It's like she ended up believing him over Angie and whatnot. Like, believing that oh, she replaced you as a best friend without a doubt. It's like no, she didn't. She doesn't have favorites, and she doesn't favor one over the other, and she's even made it clear. But you know, she'll still be happy to hang out with the three of us or one of us one-on-one. It doesn't mean that she favors one over the other, and she has made that clear multiple times. But clearly, Kathy still doesn't get that through her head. And it's like, so this went on and whatnot, and Angie just straight up said, I haven't been, like, the only ones I have been friends with is you and Gazzy. And you know, which is true. She's been friends with the both of us, but even if she does have more friends, that doesn't mean that she's gonna replace us. Like, so. But clearly Kathy was not having it, and she was believing her boyfriend at the time. Like, and so and she had the gall to say this. She said like, this wasn't the first time you hurt me. Well, she would not have hurted you if you weren't so jealous, and if you didn't bring your mother into our conflict, or at least into our disagreements. I don't know, but there's been times where she did get on our nerves. There was even times where I should say Angie told her, we're not gonna be in the area because we're gonna be on a trip. And then right at the last moment, she says, oh, I'm coming to see you guys this day, and we're not even gonna be there that day. And you know, she started to get upset at us because of that. She brought her mother into the conflict, and my friend Angie got mad because her mother shouldn't even be in our business. Like this is exactly why we don't talk to her, because she makes herself out to be the victim. And it's like, you know, we tried talking to her calmly and whatnot. That didn't work because she cries. We tried talking to her at least a little firm. Still cries. No matter what we do, no matter how we talk to her, she's gonna cry regardless. And if anything, I thought I got teary-eyed quickly. But then she does prove me wrong that I'm and whatnot, and she just proves to me that she's the one that cries more than I do, or at least a little more sensitive. But yeah, and she also had the nerve to call my friend rude. You're rude. Like girl, you just invited your freaking boyfriend into the DMs with Angie. Like, this is a private DM between you two, not you and your loser boyfriend. I should say loser ex now. Cause what kind of a BF makes you turn against your friends like that, trying to isolate you? That is a narcissist. Like, if somebody's trying to isolate you like that, like from your friends or from like, you know, your boyfriend, they're a narcissist. Like, they want you to feel like they're all you got. But let's be real here. They're not all you got. You got other people, and and most importantly, you got yourself. That is like the thing that really irritated me about Kat. She chose to believe that Dumbo, or at least that fuckhead, over Angie. Like that in my opinion is just straight up toxic, and I am just glad that I at least blocked her. Like, I believe Angie did too, but I'm not sure though. But you know, if she wants to stay friends with her, then I really don't have a problem with it. But you know, that she better not come anywhere near me. Because I'm just gonna tell you guys, if you don't like me, and if you just choose to be around me, don't get me wrong, I'll be nice to you if you're nice back. But I am not gonna tolerate your BS. Because I will tell you this, I had enough of people bringing me down. And another thing that I will say, I felt really bad for Angie, because when she told me what happened, and whatnot, and that Kathy took his side over hers. I blew up and went into Kathy's DMs, and I told her the most I went off on her. I told her the most cruelest thing that I could possibly say. Cause I don't like it when people mess with somebody I care about. That's just how it is. Like, I don't like it when people mess with people I care about, like my loved ones. I don't like it. And I'll never like it. And it's like, I even told Kathy, go cry to your mama, cause that's what you are good at. And it's true. That is what she is good at. And she can't tell me otherwise, but like, no, that's not true. When it really is. And yeah. That is the story about Kathy. The girl who chose her toxic ass boyfriend over her best friend of 7 years. Like, I just want to know, what do you guys think of these story times? Do you want to see more of them? You want to see less of them and me more gameplay and me playing with my friends instead of me being here one-on-one? Let me know in the comments below. Or at least in the live chat if you were there. But yeah, you know, I'm more than happy to share more stories with you guys if you guys want to hear it, that is. But I will say this, I will not be streaming tomorrow, or at least until I probably come back on Wednesday. I'm not sure. But I'll let you know when I stream again next time. And I'm sorry if it's so late that I stream. But yeah, this is probably going to be a short stream because, like I said, it's pretty late. And I need to be somewhere tomorrow, so yeah. So if you like my content, make sure to like and subscribe. Like I'm still gonna keep playing for a couple minutes, but you know, if you guys want to talk, I'll talk to you. Let's see. So I tried doing this with the Huntress. I tried doing this with the other characters. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong here and I'm just not doing things right, or if it's just me. But yeah, or if it's the character I choose. But you know, let me know if I'm doing something wrong in the comments or in the live chat. Just let me know. Alright. Seems like they're getting dizzy from my shots, but yeah, excuse me. I did not mean to burp. Excuse me. So yeah. Sorry if I went off on a rant or a tangent, but you know, all this stuff needed to be said, and you guys deserve to know, to know what happened throughout my life. or at least not throughout my life, but at least like what to look for and what not to look for in a friend, pretty much. Like, I will say this though. My advice to you guys is, you know, always look for a friend that looks out for your best interest, and always be friends with you know, somebody who you know is gonna stick around. Like, that's my advice. You know, be kind to people. You don't have to be friends with them, but just be kind. It's never bad to at least show a little kindness. But, you know, be kind, but don't let people step all over you. So I didn't get any chests this time, or open. Did I open them? I think I did. I'm confusing myself at this point. But yeah, I'm just wondering how you guys are enjoying the stream so far. I'm just wondering because, you know, like I said, I haven't streamed in a while, and I haven't really streamed anything that's really new. Well, I'm streaming Risk of Rain right now, which is, you know, obviously this game. But yeah, like, if you guys are wondering how I'm doing, I've been doing all right. Like, you know, not terrible, but alright, I guess. You know, can't complain. I'm just wondering how you all are doing, though. I hope you guys are doing alright. I hope you guys are at least, you know, going outside, getting vitamin D, drinking water, you know, a lot of water, and, you know, keeping yourself warm if it is cold where you guys are at. But yeah, like I said, hello 2023. Out with the old, in with the new, and hopefully this year will not be garbage. At least I could hope. Like yeah. Sorry if my voice sounds a bit deeper. I don't know if my voice is just changing, or if it's what's it called? Or if it's, what's it called? Trying to think right now. Or if it's that my throat's dry. Maybe it's that. Could be that. Could be why my voice sounds a bit scratchy. But, not really complaining. I might get something to drink after this. Like, at least water, or at least, you know, whatever's in the fridge. Alright, yeah. Let's see. Okay. I have a banner. I always forget what these items do sometimes. And if you guys are wondering, wait, forget? Yeah, I played this game before, just with my friends, pretty much. But I was willing to stream it today, because, or at least tonight, because it's a new game, you guys haven't seen me play it, so figured why not. Well, I'm not sure if the game is really even new, because, well, I don't know how long it's been out, to be honest with you. But, you know, it's a game you guys definitely have not seen me play on the channel, so... Alright. Shooting this. And, Shooting that guy, the most important thing is I need to find the teleporter or at least some more chests. Oh, I am not going there. I literally thought that that was another way or something. Apparently it's not. So if I fall there, I feel like I'm dead. Maybe I go this way? Doesn't seem like I went this way. Yep, correct. Alrighty. Throw that. And open that. Let's see. There's the teleporter, but I still want to find more items before I move forward, because well, going into the any of the other levels without, really having any more items kind of sounds like a bad idea in my opinion. Because, these items actually help you out, throughout the game. So, for those of you who are wondering, how this game works, pretty much you just pick a character and whatnot. Well, of course, you need to see their talents. You need to see what they actually do, and if you like them, you can pick them, and the thing is, you can even choose the difficulty. You don't even have to really do what I'm doing right now. So yeah. But yeah, there is difficulties like easy, there is medium, and then there's hard. But I will warn you guys that the difficulty changes when you're playing, pretty much. But I will also say that if you choose a mode, if you choose easy, if you choose easy, you see where it says stage 2 and it says level 8, the little demon looking thing. If you choose easy, then the green little face that's supposed to represent easy will be there, and when it says the difficulty changing to hard, the little face will still stay there saying, hey, you're still on easy mode, this isn't really the hard mode, or something like that, if that actually makes any sense, pretty much. But anyways, this is actually a good game, and it's you just go around opening, killing enemies, opening chests if you have enough of the currency, and pretty much some of the items are or at least a lot of the items are random. You pretty much don't know what you're getting most of the time. So yeah, it could be good and bad, not as good, or really good. There is an item that has you cheat deaths. So even if you die, you don't really die. You get brought back. So. And there's even items that give you movement speed, attack speed, all of that stuff. Even more damage. And there are characters you can actually unlock, and you don't even really need in a way, you don't even really need currency to unlock them. You just complete at least a couple of levels in certain difficulties in there. You unlock some, like the robot character I have. Okay, so if there's a key, there has to be Am I going the right way? Or am I going the... Oh, that's the same way at the teleporter. I'll go to it in a moment, but right now I'm just gonna skedaddle and I could use the... Oh, I thought it said a number on the shrine for some reason. But yeah, excuse my, you know, my scratchy voice. But yeah, like, I will start to talk like a bit quietly because, like I said, it is like really, it's getting closer to midnight, so I might as well keep it down. Oh, I thought that chest was unopened. Never mind. I'm still gonna keep exploring because I don't know what I'll find. And if there's any drones I can repair, because that's the only issue with playing this, like by yourself. There's not as much chests, there's not as much drones that you could like, that you have to repair, like, and stuff. Really isn't as much, so yeah, if you really want to play this game, Risk of Rain 2, like I am warning you that if you play single player, there's gonna be less items, but it should be a little more easier for you. Alright, so... So I want to know, do you guys want to see more of Risk of Rain, or should I start playing Crash Bandicoot again and rage at that? Is it something you guys want to see? What game do you guys want to see you play on the channel? Please let me know. But I'm gonna say, if I die here, I will end the stream, because this was supposed to be a story time, and yeah, I died. So yeah, so thank you everybody for tuning into tonight's stream. I hope you guys have you know, like a great rest of your evening, morning, or you know, afternoon. Like yeah, this is, so yeah, this has been Gazzy Cat here with Risk of Rain, and you know, I'll see you guys all in the next video, or you know, or the next stream. And like Gazzy Cat. Also another thing, if you guys want to like donate, my PayPal is in the chat. Is in my channel profile, and yeah, And yeah, night everyone. Have a happy new year.